black pepper is one of those oils that it kind of doesn't sound super incredible and amazing. Again, kind of like immortal, the way it's really versatile. So it has a lot of really exciting heavy things that it'll kind of help take care of, and that's why I'm really excited to talk about it. So I will just go ahead and jump into it, and I know people will just hop on when they get a chance. So black pepper is super amazing. I love it so much because in the book it's called the oil of unmasking, and I kind of like to think of it as the oil of authenticity because it's really about revealing the deepest parts of yourself and bringing your true self out. It's a grounding oil and corresponds with the root chakra. So it's going to help with yourself, your deepest knowings, who you are, helping to lift and reveal anything that could be blocking those things. So it's going to help allow you to dig really deep inside of yourself and find out like who you really are, what you're meant to do, things like that. It's gonna really help dig into yourself. So it's gonna be really good for, emotional balancing and those, just like a lot of that deep inner working. So if you're having to work a lot, finding clarity in who you are and what you're meant to do, your purpose, things like that, this oil is really going to help with that. And it's going to also help break through some of those heavy feelings, maybe things that you don't know that are going on, but you do know because your higher self knows everything. So it's going to help bring those feelings to light, anything that's been holding you back. It's going to help you break through blocks, feelings that of any inadequacy. It's going to help you break through compulsive thinking, repetitive behaviors, things like that, things that are holding you back, things that are holding your higher self back from its greatest potential and purpose. So, right, that's pretty amazing for black pepper. I think it's pretty typically, associated with cooking and things like that. And of course you can do that, but it has a much deeper, heavier purpose than just cooking. So I love this one. I have used it for, I know it's very associated with, anxious feelings and emotional balance and awareness and calming, reassuring, and like I was saying, those repetitive behaviors, which is perfect. So I totally love this one. It's kind of one of those that it's like, how it's the oil of unmasking. It is kind of, the meanings and the really greatness behind it is kind of hidden, I feel like, because of, it being black pepper. It's considered, I think, trying to think of the exact word that I'm looking for, but it's unmasking, it's hidden, so in itself it's almost kind of needing to be unmasked in a way. So those are a lot of the main energetic and emotional benefits. It also is very protecting and grounding, so that's another aspect that it's so great for. And so energetic protection, you can use it in like negative, like breaking through those negative thinkings. If you need to put together like a circle of protection of some kind. So if you're trying to go through, you need to clear your house, maybe your car, maybe you need to do like a protection grid on somebody in energy work for, Reiki, crystal healing, any of those things. If you're working with clients, that can be a really great clearing and protection space. To have somebody walk into who's dealing with some heavy things. So it's going to be really good for all of soul work, protecting the soul, and yourself as well as a practitioner or any coaching that you're doing, things like that. So some of the great, more like physical body benefits is it helps with things of digestive areas, all things associated with that. And it will also help with queasiness, you know, if your stomach's kind of upset and rattled through certain things, you know, it will help with stuff like that. It is also helpful with seasonal threats and over, trying to think, oh, it is stimulating to the glands and endocrine system, which if you have anything associated with that, that's something really important to know. It can also increase the oxygenation of the body, which would be really helpful in certain situations. And one of the things that I just found out, which I thought was really cool, is it actually has the same chemical structure that Melissa does, which Melissa, if you don't know, is amazing. It's one of those like everything oils that it kind of really helps tackle everything. So that's interesting that it's got the same structure. It definitely doesn't smell the same by any means, but I thought that that was really cool to know. So I'm not quite sure of, you know, all the technical things that that would bring about, but it's something to know, and it's always good to know all the different versatilities and everything that pop up with you know, picking your oils and trying to find out what works. So it can also help clear the airway, which is really good for if you're, you know, it can help. I feel like clearing the airway, when I think of that in the oil, in the sense of black pepper, I think of kind of breathing in that light and breathing in, you know, to your soul. And that's what I kind of think of. I know it's meant in a way, I think, as it's, you know, for the physical body, but I also think that that can really be brought in to the emotional and the soul level kind of things too, as I feel like it is also, you know, feeding, freeing, you know, breathing in a lot of that energy to the soul also, since obviously it has so much to do with the soul, the self, healing things like that. So I think that is the majority of everything that I just wanted to talk really quickly about. I have it diffusing with lime and console right now, which smells really good. I love it, and I love just opening up and breathing in the black pepper. It really does feel like it kind of comes down and just like touches you in that way that it's kind of like comforting you, holding you, and just like saying it's okay, like I'm gonna guide you to the place that you need to be. So that's what I'm getting for that, and thank you guys so much, and if you have any questions, always leave them down below. I will see you guys next week. Bye.